16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Touchdown, make the whole city jump. 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 Touchdown, make the whole city jump.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And some room to roam now. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Quick throw complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. With the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
That's good.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flush to his right and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Mahomes pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 7th.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5 defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 67 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 60 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The Chiefs.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
On the carry.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some.
That's caught at the 25.
That's all you got.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next the score, Chiefs 28, Steelers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
6-yard line.
On second down, it's Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 70 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mahomes now on first down, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10,
Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 9-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Chiefs 35, Steelers 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Patrick Mahomes on the keeper. He's brought
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mahomes to throw once more. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Edwards-Helaire will try to run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes now on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. across the 30-yard line.
That's good.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
77.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
It leads to
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Ben to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Steps away to his left. That's complete to his running back counter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Well, they didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and